Closed-source software, proprietary software, is software whose author owns all rights to use, modify, and copy it. Software products that do not meet the requirements for open-source software are generally categorized as closed-source software. Creators of closed-source software products control access to the source code of their programs. This kind of product is typically delivered in the form of executable binaries and compiled libraries. The end-user license agreement for a closed-source program normally contains provisions that prohibit its decompiling or any changes to the source code. Lack of access to source code is a common, but not obligatory, feature of proprietary software. The code may be partially or wholly accessible in some cases, but its use without the author's consent is unlawful. The owner of proprietary software can make the source code available to everyone but place legal restrictions on its modification and use. Make the source code available to a limited group of individuals, auditors, government officers, key customers, etc. Permit the use of a program's source code under a certain agreement, free of charge or for a fee. Software is proprietary by default under the laws of most countries. When creating a program, the author automatically receives all rights to its distribution, modification, and use, whereas waiving such rights requires documentation. By contrast, a lot of open-source software, including some popular libraries, comes with a license that requires any products that use components of the software to be open source as well. For example, such a restriction makes creating closed-source software based on a Linux core impossible. Closed-source, or proprietary software, are computer programs whose source code is not published. The source code is not shared with the public for anyone to look at or change. Closed source is the opposite of open source. Most companies who sell their software make it closed source so that people cannot easily change it or copy it for free. Even some who give their software for free do not show the source code, because they think it looks bad, or that somebody will change the author's names to their own, a kind of plagiarism, without making the program better. Some programs called freeware are given away for free, but they are not the same as free software that anyone can change any way they please. It is almost impossible to know what a closed-source software exactly does unless its binary code is reversed engineered, which is very difficult and time-consuming. For instance, a closed-source software could be siphoning your data without letting you know. This is particularly the case for mobile phone apps, whose known functionality could mostly be achieved through a web browser without the need to download any app. Closed-source software, often referred to as proprietary software, is a type of computer program whose source code is not made publicly available. Unlike open-source software, where users can view, modify, and distribute the underlying code, closed-source software is tightly controlled by its developer or organization. Users typically purchase a license to use the software but do not have the rights to alter or redistribute it. Proprietary software is widely used across industries due to its professional support, frequent updates, and polished user experience. Popular examples include Microsoft Windows, Adobe Photoshop, and Microsoft Office. While closed-source software often provides robust security, reliability, and dedicated technical support, it can limit user flexibility and customization. Understanding the characteristics, advantages, and limitations of proprietary software is crucial for businesses, developers, and everyday users in making informed technology choices. Closed-source software is characterized primarily by the restricted access to its source code, meaning users cannot view, modify, or distribute the underlying programming. To legally use such software, users must typically purchase a license, which grants them access while maintaining the developer's control over the program. Proprietary software often comes with regular updates, patches, and professional customer support, ensuring stability and security. It is usually designed for optimized performance, providing a polished and user-friendly experience. One of the main advantages of closed-source software is the availability of professional support, which allows users to quickly resolve technical issues. its controlled development environment often results in higher security and reliability compared to some open source alternatives. Proprietary programs are generally easy to use, with interfaces designed for a smooth user experience, and developers can release timely updates and fixes without relying on a community of contributors. However, closed-source software also has its drawbacks. Licensing fees can be expensive, especially for businesses or organizations requiring multiple copies. Users have limited flexibility since they cannot modify the software to suit specific needs. Additionally, they are dependent on the vendor for updates, bug fixes, and continued support. Compatibility can also be an issue, as proprietary formats may not always work well with other software. In essence, closed-source software provides reliability, security, and professional support, making it ideal for users and organizations that prioritize convenience and stability. At the same time, its cost, limited customization options, and dependence on the developer can be significant limitations for those seeking more control and adaptability. Closed-source software is widely used across various industries and everyday life due to its reliability, security, and professional support. Businesses often rely on proprietary software for office productivity, design, accounting, and data management, with programs like Microsoft Office, Adobe Photoshop, and AutoCAD being common examples. In education and personal use, operating systems such as Microsoft Windows and Mac OS provide a stable and user-friendly environment, while specialized software helps professionals in fields ranging from engineering to graphic design. When compared to open-source software, closed-source programs offer certain advantages, particularly in terms of polished interfaces, official support, and controlled updates. Open-source alternatives, such as Linux, LibreOffice, or GIMP, allow users to modify, customize, and freely distribute the software, which can be a major benefit for those seeking flexibility or cost savings. However, open-source software often requires more technical knowledge and may lack the dedicated support that proprietary programs provide. The choice between closed-source and open-source software ultimately depends on the user's priorities, convenience, security, and professional support versus adaptability, transparency, and cost efficiency. Closed-source software has established itself as a cornerstone of modern technology, providing users and organizations with reliable, secure, and professionally supported solutions. Its strengths lie in stability, regular updates, and user-friendly design, making it suitable for businesses, professionals, and everyday users who prioritize convenience and performance. At the same time, the limitations of proprietary software such as high costs, limited customization, and dependency on the developer cannot be overlooked, especially in contexts where flexibility or budget constraints are important. Looking ahead, the landscape of closed-source software continues to evolve. Developers are increasingly adopting hybrid approaches, incorporating elements of open-source collaboration while maintaining control over core proprietary features. Cloud-based proprietary services, subscription models, and integration with mobile and AI technologies are also shaping the future of software use. For users, this evolution means access to more powerful, efficient, and secure tools, while still requiring thoughtful choices about cost, control, and adaptability. Ultimately, understanding the characteristics, advantages, and limitations of closed-source software equips individuals and organizations to make informed decisions in an increasingly digital world, balancing the benefits of stability and professional support with the desire for flexibility and innovation. When selecting closed-source software, it is important to carefully evaluate both the needs of the user and the capabilities of the program. Factors such as cost, system compatibility, security features, and the availability of technical support should be considered. For businesses, choosing software that integrates smoothly with existing systems and offers reliable updates can save time and reduce operational risks. For individual users, ease of use and access to tutorials or customer support are key considerations. Proper use of proprietary software also requires adherence to licensing agreements and regular maintenance. Users should ensure that software is updated to the latest version to benefit from security patches and performance improvements. Additionally, organizations may consider combining proprietary software with open source tools to balance cost, flexibility, and functionality, taking advantage of the strengths of both approaches. Ultimately, the decision to use closed source software should be guided by a careful assessment of priorities, whether they are security, reliability, ease of use, or professional support. By making informed choices and following best practices, users can maximize the benefits of proprietary software while minimizing potential limitations or risks. The future of closed-source software is likely to be shaped by emerging technologies and changing user expectations. With the rapid growth of cloud computing, many proprietary applications are transitioning from traditional desktop programs to cloud-based services, offering users access from anywhere while allowing developers to manage updates and security more efficiently. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are also being integrated into proprietary software, enabling smarter automation, predictive analytics, and enhanced user experiences. Another trend is the increasing adoption of hybrid models, where proprietary software incorporates elements of open-source collaboration. This allows companies to benefit from community-driven innovation while maintaining control over core features. Security and privacy will continue to be a priority, with developers investing in stronger protection measures to safeguard user data in an era of rising cyber threats. As technology evolves, closed-source software is likely to become more intelligent, adaptable, and interconnected, while continuing to offer the reliability and professional support that users expect. Understanding these trends helps individuals and organizations anticipate future needs, choose software wisely, and leverage emerging capabilities to remain competitive and efficient in a rapidly changing digital landscape. Closed-source software has had a profound impact on the way individuals, businesses, and industries operate in the digital age. By providing stable, secure, and professionally supported solutions, proprietary software has enabled countless innovations in productivity, creativity, communication, and data management. It has shaped standards in operating systems, office tools, design software, and enterprise applications, creating a foundation upon which modern computing relies. At the same time, the limitations of closed-source software such as cost, restricted customization, and dependency on vendors highlight the need for careful consideration when choosing technology solutions. Users and organizations must balance the benefits of reliability, ease of use, and support with the desire for flexibility, transparency, and cost-effectiveness. Ultimately, closed-source software continues to play a vital role in driving digital transformation while coexisting with open-source alternatives. Its ongoing evolution, including cloud integration, AI enhancements, and hybrid development models, ensures that it will remain a central part of the technology ecosystem. Recognizing both its strengths and limitations empowers users to make informed decisions, maximize the software's potential, and harness its impact to achieve personal, professional, and organizational goals. Open source and closed source software represent two fundamentally different approaches to software development and distribution. Open source software is characterized by the availability of its source code, which allows users to freely view, modify, and redistribute the program. This openness fosters collaboration, innovation, and adaptability, enabling developers and communities to improve the software continuously. Examples of open-source software include Linux, LibreOffice, and GIMP. In contrast, closed-source software keeps its source code hidden, granting the developer full control over the program and restricting user modification or redistribution. Examples include Microsoft Windows, Adobe Photoshop, and AutoCAD. One of the main differences lies in flexibility and customization. Open-source software allows users to tailor the program to meet specific needs, fix bugs, or add new features. Closed-source software, however, limits such modifications, prioritizing stability and uniformity. Another key distinction is cost. Open-source software is generally free, while closed-source software typically requires purchasing a license or subscription. Support and maintenance also differ. Proprietary software offers official customer support, regular updates, and security patches, providing reliability and convenience for businesses and everyday users. Open-source software relies on community support, which can be highly effective but may require more technical expertise from the user. Security and transparency are additional points of contrast. Open-source software's transparency allows vulnerabilities to be detected and patched by the community, potentially increasing security through collective oversight. Closed-source software hides its code, which can protect it from casual tampering but also means users must trust the developer to address vulnerabilities. Finally, compatibility and integration can differ. Proprietary software often prioritizes polished interfaces and seamless integration within a specific ecosystem, while open-source solutions may offer broader adaptability across platforms. In summary, open-source software emphasizes freedom, collaboration, and flexibility, making it ideal for users who value customization and cost efficiency. Closed-source software emphasizes stability, professional support, and reliability, making it suitable for businesses and individuals who prioritize convenience, security, and a polished user experience. The choice between the two depends on user needs, technical skills, budget, and the desired balance between control and convenience. The main difference between open-source and closed-source software lies in access to the source code. Open-source software makes its code publicly available, allowing users to view, modify, and redistribute it, whereas closed-source software, also called proprietary software, keeps the source code hidden and controlled entirely by the developer. Open-source software is usually free and offers greater flexibility and customization, enabling users to adapt it to their specific needs or even contribute to its development. In contrast, closed-source software typically requires purchasing a license and does not allow modifications, limiting user control. Support and maintenance also differ. Proprietary software provides official customer support, regular updates, and security patches, while open-source software relies on community support and collaborative development. Security approaches vary as well. Open-source software benefits from transparency, allowing vulnerabilities to be detected and fixed by the community, while closed-source software relies on the developer to ensure protection. Examples of open-source programs include Linux, LibreOffice, and GIMP, while popular closed-source software includes Microsoft Windows, Adobe Photoshop, and AutoCAD. Overall, the choice between open-source and closed-source software depends on the user's priorities, such as cost, flexibility, support, and security. In conclusion, closed-source software plays a vital role in modern computing, offering stability and support for both individuals and organizations. While it may have limitations in flexibility and cost, its widespread use demonstrates its value in providing reliable, user-friendly solutions in a variety of real-world applications. Understanding the strengths and weaknesses of proprietary software allows users to make informed decisions that best suit their needs and technical abilities. Thank you for watching this video.